So Gary, Chippenham Town have won in the FA Cup first round and you've masterminded it. What are your thoughts?
First things first, listen, I haven't masterminded anything. I can't take any credit for that. It's a full team effort. You know, the analysts, Joe Sharples, Matt Coop, they've run themselves ragged this week in terms of, you know, watching games and looking at game plans and how we were going to set up. So look, and then the lads deserve all the credit in the world for going out and implementing that and implementing it quite comfortably. I think in the end, I don't think it would be wrong of me to say that. Yes, we needed a little bit of luck, and as I think any non-league side does, to beat league opposition. So look, we've embraced that, and as you said, like, from us, just credit to everybody else, and I'm so chuffed and pleased for everybody associated with the club, even you guys who, like I say, follow us around the country and do the media side of things for us. So thank you.
It looked to be a bit of a change in formation at the start of the match. Normally we play a 4 at the back, I think we did against Concord, whereas today we changed to a 5. Was that just to kind of thwart some of the oncoming pressure that you think the Imps would have brought?
Yeah, absolutely that, you know, because of the way they build up, you know, it's an aggressive build up with lots of forward play, so we just wanted to make sure that we were, in essence, at times, there weren't many, you know, there wasn't a lot of space in between the units. We would have an 8 against their 6 at times, so numerically we were good. But yeah, look, again, as I said, credit to you know, the backroom staff who have got that absolutely spot on today.
Harry Parsons came in for his first FA Cup appearance for Chippenham of the season, and I think he was very good. How do you rate his performance?
Yeah, I thought he was great. You know, he worked tirelessly first half. His hold-up play was good. His link play was good as well. So, you know, rightly or wrongly, people will get lots of credit today, and they should do, because, you know, that's no mean feat to win today. So yeah, I thought he was good, but you know, I could have said that about all 20 that were involved today.
We always ask this question in post-match interviews after FA Cup games. The draw Monday night, Chippenham Town at ball number 16 going into that one. Who do you want?
Without being cliched, I'd like a home tie. You can see when there's sort of, you know, 2,500 people in here, you know, the place is almost bouncing. So I thought they, you know, were magnificent today and played a real part in driving us on, particularly in that second half when we came under some aerial pressure. So, but for me, you know, one of the big ones, if they're still left in it, you know, Derby, Sheffield Wednesday, those types, or like I say, a local one against the Swindon or Bristol Rovers. You know, just to, like I say, swell the grate and swell the coffers a little bit.
Chippenham return to league action on Tuesday away to Cheshire. How would you think the boys can fare with a quick turnaround?
Yeah, well, you've heard me say it many a time that we've got a bit of a punishing schedule, but most teams have got that. You know, even speaking of Lincoln today, they've had a game Tuesday, a game today, and then they're back here on Tuesday against Bristol City, I think it is. So look, we'll come back down to earth with a bump on Tuesday. You know, we'll get a totally different welcome, you know, at Cheshunt. So we've got to, you know, make sure that we aren't, like I said, it isn't after the Lord Mayor show, so to speak. You know, after the euphoria of today, it's difficult to sometimes lift yourself. So that'll be a job that we've got to get right. But you know, this is a good group of players here, so I don't see that happening.
Joe Hanks was, I think, he taken off as a bit of a precaution as he's behind the door there. Is he okay? Is he just nursing a bit of cramp?
Yeah, look, you know, obviously we were able to make 5 substitutes today, and we covered a bit of ground. Whilst I thought we actually, you know, first half we had the best moments. You know, we had 3 chances before we scored. I think Hanksy redeemed himself because he missed one from quite close in, you know, when it looked, you know, easier to score, but he's managed to find a way to put that one wide. But no, look, you know, as far as we're, you know, as I said, we knew that we could make some more substitutes. He hasn't played for a couple of weeks, so we knew there'd be some fatigue, and that was the decision really for everybody. We didn't really tweak anything tactically. The only time we sort of tactically switched anything was when we moved Eddie over to left back, because, like I say, aerially the right back was strong in the air, so we just moved that around. But other than that, it was more to do with just fatigue and managing that, you know, the nervous excitement from today. So the lads have run themselves into the ground, and they deserve every single plaudit coming their way.
And one last thing, Craig Fassamande still not returned back to the side after his injury against Hendon. Will he be back in contention for maybe this week's match or in a couple of weeks' time? Yeah,
I hope so. If we'd have really needed to push today, I think we probably could have included him in some capacity. But we want to make sure he's absolutely right. I think, you know, we've got 32 league games left, is it? 32 league games, clearly 2 big cup games left. So we don't want to rush anybody back, certainly with the schedule. But more importantly, I think it doesn't matter who we play in terms of personnel. I think, you know, in terms of a trusted group, you know, we've got 20 odd, and as you can see, like from today, you know, every one of them put a shift in for each other.
Thank you very much, Gary.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.